If you've ever felt like you need some kind of magical talent to make money online, you're not alone. Many people feel that way. You might scroll through videos of coders, designers, and marketing gurus making thousands and just feel completely stuck. It can seem like the online world is an exclusive club and your invitation got lost in the mail. That's a misconception. It turns out you don't need a crazy pre-existing talent to make money online. What you need is the right strategy. In this video, we're going to share the exact methods you can use to go from zero experience to building a path toward a real scalable income. There are two different routes you can take right now in 2026. The first is what we'll call the emergency cash button for when you need to make money this week. The second is the beginner growth path, which is all about turning that quick cash into a legitimate career. Stick with us because one of these is going to be your light bulb moment. When you're starting out, the goal isn't to get rich. It's just to make a single dollar online, to prove that it's not all just a big scam. These first few methods are how you do it, and they're for anyone who needs to see money hit their account soon without a fancy resume. The first thing to try is user testing, and the concept is beautifully simple. Companies pay you to use their website or app and just say what you're thinking out loud. They actually want people who aren't tech experts to point out what's confusing. On sites like usertesting.com, you could be asked to navigate a new banking app. A test might take about 15 minutes, and when you see that first $10 payment appear, it's like a lightning bolt. It's real. You can get paid to share your opinion. While getting a steady stream of tests isn't a guarantee, platforms like Userlytics and Try My UI work the same way, and it's a fantastic way to earn your first bit of online income. After that first taste of success, you'll be hungry for more. That leads to paid research studies and focus groups. Now, we've all seen those online surveys that pay pennies for 20 minutes of your life. You can skip those. The real money is in professional focus groups on sites like Prolific and User Interviews. These platforms connect you with academic researchers and companies looking for detailed feedback. While some of the basic surveys don't pay much, you can start finding opportunities for live one-on-one interviews. You'll find studies advertised with pay ranging from $50 to, in some rare cases, over $250 for a single hour-long group discussion. Of course, these high-paying gigs aren't an everyday thing and can be competitive, but you're literally getting paid for your thoughts. The third tool in the emergency cash kit is Microtasks. As AI gets smarter, it still needs a ton of help from humans for tiny tasks it can't quite handle. Think transcribing short audio clips, categorizing images, or verifying data. This isn't going to make you rich, but by spending an hour or so a day on platforms like Amazon Mechanical Turk or Clickworker, you can consistently make some extra cash. Earnings can vary a lot, but it's another crucial piece of proof. You can make money with no portfolio and no experience, just a willingness to put in a bit of time. So within a couple of weeks, you could make your first $100 online. It isn't life-changing money, but it can completely change your mindset, turning skepticism into belief. But then you hit a new wall. You might think, what's next? How do you go from earning a few bucks here and there to building something real? You don't want to just trade spare time for spare change forever. That's when you find the second path, the beginner growth path. This is where you invest a little bit of time, maybe just a weekend, to learn one simple new skill that unlocks a much higher income. This is where things get really exciting. The first method on this path is a fascinating opportunity for beginners in 2026 AI data labeling. Every big tech company is in a race to build the next great AI, but the AI is useless without high-quality, human-labeled data. They need real people to teach the AI what's right and wrong, rating a chatbot's answer for accuracy, checking code for errors, or even drawing boxes around cars in an image. This is the first thing that feels less like a side gig and more like a real job. Platforms like dataannotation.tech are actively looking for people from all kinds of backgrounds. Now, the barrier to entry is low, but it's not zero. You typically have to pass a qualification test to show you can follow directions, but once you're in, the opportunities can be huge. It's genuinely shocking to see projects with base pay rates of $20 an hour. Discussions from other users show that some have qualified for specialized projects paying even more. Work can be inconsistent, but this is the start of a potential career in the AI space, not just a micro task. Next up is a total game changer, user-generated content, or UGC. Here's the secret. Brands are getting tired of paying huge influencers whose ads look way too polished and fake. For their TikTok and Instagram ads, companies are now paying regular people to create simple, authentic videos with their products. You don't need a following, you don't need to be an influencer, you just need a smartphone. A first UGC deal could be for a small skincare brand. They send you the product and you film a 30-second video on your phone talking about it. It might take an hour to film and edit in CapCut, and they could pay $150. While that's not a typical first-time rate and the space is competitive, platforms like Billo, Join Brands, and Upwork are filled with these kinds of opportunities. If you're starting to see the possibilities here, do us a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. Now for the third growth method, which is honestly perfect for creative thinkers, selling AI prompts. If you've ever used an AI tool like ChatGPT or Midjourney, you probably know the output is only as good as the input, the prompt. A well-crafted prompt is actually a valuable thing. You can start by creating and testing detailed prompts for generating fantasy art in Midjourney. You could bundle your best 10 prompts into a small guide and list it on the marketplace prompt base. A first pack could make $50 in its first week. It's not a fortune, but it's income from something you created once. The market is getting more crowded, but some top sellers still report earning thousands a month. It all starts with creating one good product that solves a problem for someone else. Once you get the hang of the beginner growth path, you can start looking at more scalable, long-term plays. These take a bit more strategy, but the ceiling is much higher. One of the most popular is selling digital products. This is kind of like the prompt selling idea, but bigger. You can use free tools like Canva to create digital planners or resume templates and sell them on Etsy. You could use Midjourney to generate unique coloring book pages. The beauty of digital products is their scalability. You create them once, and they can be sold over and over. Success isn't guaranteed, and it does take real work to market your store, but the potential is enormous for those who stay consistent. Finally, let's talk about YouTube automation. The dream being sold is faceless channels using stock footage and AI voiceovers. While this sounds amazing, just be careful. It's a very competitive field, and YouTube has strict policies against repetitive or low-effort content, which can lead to demonetization. A more direct, but also risky strategy is channel flipping. This involves buying an already monetized YouTube channel on a platform like Flipper, improving its content and revenue, and then selling it for a profit. Be warned. This is a complex, high-risk path that requires a deep understanding of the platform. It's an advanced move, not a starting point. So there you have it, the two paths to making money online in 2026, starting with minimal skills. You have the emergency cash path with user testing, focus groups, and microtasks to get your first dollars in the bank. And you have the beginner growth path with AI data labeling, UGC, and digital products to build a real future-proof income stream. For years, the one thing that holds people back is the belief that they just aren't qualified. But the journey from earning that first $10 to unlocking a real income teaches one thing. The only skill you truly need to start is the willingness to try. The skills that pay are the ones you build by doing. So here's a challenge for you. Don't just click away from this video. Pick one method from this list and start today. Drop a comment below and tell us which one you're going to try first. I read every single one. And of course, if this video opened your eyes to what's possible, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing for more 2026 money hacks. It's time to stop watching and start earning. I'll see you in the next one.